Hello. Mabuhay and Namaste. Good afternoon, all dear delegates here. Welcome to the India Business Roadshow in Ilocos Norte, today held in hybrid mode. Thank you very much for joining us physically here in Plaza del Norte, and thank you all for who are joining us virtually via Zoom platform. So my name is Aparna Veera, and I'm a member of IBF. I've been in the Philippines for 15 years, and I work in a BPO call center, which has been very kind for the Indian diaspora here. I'm your first host.
And I'm Michael Agustin, scholar of the Provincial Government of Ilocos Norte, and will be your host and moderator for today's momentous event.
Thank you, Michael. It's always interesting to start with, something what we always like to hear. So we have had various sessions in the past where we talk about trade, business, how we as two countries help each other. And I love going back to history and reminding us that, it's not new. And I'd like to share that it's interesting, we'll come to Michael later, that I don't know how many of us know, I'm sure people from Ilocos Norte will know that it's known for its gold mines in the early 3rd, 4th centuries. So it's a rich place. And we have some evidences. I mean, I don't think I have any clear evidence but what I have read that, there was trade of rice farming was brought from India through the Malay culture, where the language also is based, Ilocano, based on the Malay Bhasha, what they call Bhasha Malay. And there's a strong use of betel nuts and pan, which is very common in India when we use. And there are certain practices, like wake practices in Ilocos, which is very similar to what we have in India, 9 days, 13 days. And, house construction, the doors have to be really on the east. So just trying to say that we do have historical connection and trade has always existed. To continue with that, we have Michael sharing an interesting visit of his last month.
Yes, exactly, ma'am. So I just went to India last month, ma'am, to attend the ASEAN India Youth Summit. So I represented the Philippines as a part of the delegation among the 8 youth leaders in the Philippines, and positively I was able to immerse myself into the culture of India. The food was very nice, and not only that I enjoyed the food, but I enjoyed the friendship that I was able to cultivate and develop in that one week long event. So that is also one of the very purpose of this event. And in this roadshow, industry leaders from India will highlight the opportunities, strengths, potential for collaboration in the fields of agriculture, pharmaceutical and healthcare, automobile, IT and BPO, manufacturing, renewable energy, engineering, accounting, travel and tourism, creative industry, and edutech. The India Business Roadshow in Ilocos Norte is presented by the Embassy of India, Manila, the provincial government of Ilocos Norte, with partner organization India Business Forum, Association of the Philippines Incorporated, and our media partner, the Manila Times.
Thank you, Michael. And now to formally welcome us for this important forum, please welcome the President of India Business Forum Association, Mr. Dilip Tiwari.
Honorable Governor of Ilocos Norte, Matthew Marcos Mamto, His Excellency Sambhu S. Kumaran, Ambassador of India to the Philippines, Vice Governor Cecilia Marcos, Provincial Board Member Honorable Medeldorf Gawat, and Honorable Rafael Salvador Medina, Mayor of Vigan Bonito Singson, local businessmen of Ilocos Norte, members of India Business Forum. Good afternoon, magandang hapon, Naimbag na Malem. First of all, I am very glad to be present here, the India Business Forum. India Business Forum is an organization which comprises of about 75 corporate members originated from India, ranging from the IT, BPO, pharmaceutical, healthcare, manufacturing, even the automobile sector, agricultural sector, and I am carrying a delegation from all these businessmen, corporate members, to the city of Lavag in the Ilocos Norte. Ilocos Norte has become a very prominent attraction for us because our all members are quite focused in metro cities, especially like Metro Manila, Cebu, Iloilo, and nearby the Metro Manila town. But this time, under the guidance of our Honorable Ambassador of India and Embassy of India, all India Business Forum members decided, let's have our roadshow in the Ilocos Norte region so that we can interact directly with the members or business member community of the Ilocos Norte region. And I think this is a perfect time where we can present what IBF unique product and services are having so that all the Ilocano friends and brothers can get more benefited from this. So now you can see that our members, today we are going to have a roadshow. In the roadshow, all the members will present the product and services that they are having. And after that, we will have an interactive session where we can have one-to-one communication each other, or we can share our contact details with the business community over here to further engage and enhance our business presence in the Ilocos Norte region, or if they want to interact or expand their business presence in India or anywhere, India Business Forum is always there to welcome them. Further, I would like to call Ms. Aparna Veera to let the session go. Again, thank you for having India Business Forum here. Magandang hapon and maraming salamat po. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tiwari. And now it gives me immense pleasure. I'm honored to introduce you, our Honorable Matthew J. Marcos Manatap, the Governor Province of Ilocos Norte.
Thank you and good afternoon. Just Yaknina, Imbagamalem. First and foremost, of course, I'd like to greet His Excellency Shambhu Kumaran and, of course, my friend, Councillor Nish Singh. I'd like to make special mention of Councillor Nish, who has really led this initiative. We met multiple times, of course, and we even conducted a forum with IBF in Manila, and now we're very proud and happy to welcome you here to Ilocos Norte. On behalf of the provincial government, thank you to Ambassador and Councillor Nish. Maraming salamat po. Palakpakan po natin. Of course, I'd like to greet as well all of the members of IBF, led by Dilip Tiwari. Thank you. And to all of our local officials, our Vice Governor and Bojales, to our dear department heads and my PGIN family, good afternoon to you all. To the virtual speakers and to the businessmen online, and of course to all of my kakailian and all of our guests and everyone here today, a very, very good afternoon. First and foremost, of course, I'd like to give a warm and Ilocano welcome to our guests from Manila. Of course, we know that the Indian community in Manila has a very long and rich history in the business sector. Of course, many of us are aware of the Filipino-Chinese businessmen, but I believe that many of our Filipino-Indian businessmen are underappreciated in a sense, and we must thank them and recognize them and applaud them, and of course synergize and work with them because we know that they are Filipino, of course, just like us, and they have contributed so much to our beloved country. And we're very fortunate to have them here with us today. And of course, it seems that most of the Indian businessmen have, of course, located in Manila. But we look forward to opening doors, our doors here to Ilocos Norte, to welcome you to our province, which we know holds great promise and opportunity for you all. Of course, I thank once again all of those who made this event possible, especially Soya and Jeff for leading the initiative on our end. Many, many thanks. And allow me to just highlight a few of the reasons why I think Ilocos Norte is a special investment destination. Firstly, the PSA released data for 2021 indicating that Ilocos Norte has the lowest poverty level in Region 1 and one of the lowest in the country at 2.5%. We were the only province in the entire country to lower our poverty level amidst COVID. I do not take credit for this, but I thank our Kakailian who have displayed our trademark Ilocano resilience and diligence. Of course, we also have institutionalized our Invest, or our investment center, which works full-time on these initiatives and works to invite, welcome, and facilitate businesses to enter Ilocos Norte, as well as, of course, our investment code and the incentives that it contains, including the waiving of our real property tax, or RPT. Additionally, of course, we believe we are strategically located on the northwestern tip of the mainland of Luzon, and we have an international airport and seaport. With all of these things, I believe that Ilocos Norte is prime for investment, and we have set forth the goal of becoming the commercial hub of Northern Luzon. And of course, I invite IBF to join us in this endeavor. And of course, your business is our business. And we look forward to doing business with you. And I will personally ensure that our promises are kept and that our investors are given the opportunity that they deserve. Once again, I thank the Indian Embassy, I thank IBF, and I thank you all, my kakailian. Maraming salamat po, Diyos tiyagdina.
Opening Ilocano doors for everyone for more opportunities. Thank you so much, Honorable Matthew J. Marcos Manotoc, for that warm message. To deliver his keynote message, please all welcome His Excellency, Ambassador Shambu S. Kumaran, Ambassador of India to the Philippines. Resounding applause, please.
Thank you very much, Honorable Matthew J. Marcos Manotoc, Governor of Ilocos Norte, Honorable Cecilia Araneta Marcos, Vice Governor, Honorable Bonito Singson, Mayor of Vegan City, Honorable Dr. Medeldorf Gawat, Board Member of Trade and Industry of Ilocos Norte, and Honorable Rafael Salvador Medina, also Board Member, Mr. Dilip Tiwari, President of the India Business Forum, and all distinguished members of the forum who are there, my dear colleague, Mr. Nishikant Singh, Councillor, Economic and Commerce, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste and Mabuhay. I'm deeply unhappy and disappointed at not being able to join you physically today. But I'm thankful for this opportunity to share some thoughts with you at this very important conference. As the Honorable Governor mentioned, this is a process that we had initiated a few months ago, and I wish to at the outset thank Governor Manutok for his leadership and for his vision in developing the India relationship with his province. Your support is invaluable, and we count on your continued support as we try and build this partnership. I would also like to call the members of the India Business Forum who have traveled to Ilocos Norte. Your continued engagement and support would be essential as we continue to explore the possibilities of this partnership. Let me begin my comments by talking a bit about the India-Philippines relationship. Thereafter, maybe reflect a bit on what is happening in India on the economic side, and then outline some of the possible avenues and potential for deeper engagement that exist. Some of you would be aware that the India-Philippines relationship is one that is many centuries old. Millennia ago, our traders and people exchanged ideas, spirituality, and culture. And of course, we also traded with each other. And this, the imprint of these interactions are available in both our countries. And in the Philippines, I'm always struck by the variety and depth of the imprint of the interactions between our two cultures. In recent years, as our countries emerged out of a rather difficult and often a troubling colonial experience, we have established what is perhaps the two most thriving democracies in Asia and the world. And our two countries are also very strongly emerging in the economic sense. And today, the India-Philippines relationship spreads across multiple fields. We have very close political dialogue at the highest level. The Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi of India, had a very substantive telephone conversation with His Excellency President Marcos a few months ago. And they agreed that we would continue to strengthen all efforts to build a deeper and more meaningful partnership between our countries. Our foreign ministers have met twice. Last year, we were working towards another foreign minister level interaction this year. There have been other senior official and ministerial level interactions, testifying to the very close conversation and dialogue between our countries, both on issues of bilateral interest, but also to understand how both our countries, our emerging economies and democracies are navigating what is essentially a very complex international environment, and to safeguard our societies and our economies and the growth trends in our economies from what is happening through these external shocks. So in itself, this political dialogue and this international dialogue is of great value to both our countries. Separately, our two countries have seen our trade and economic relationship blossom over the past years. Last year, we crossed significant milestones in our trade partnership, and we are looking towards working on a preferential trade arrangement that will allow the companies of both countries easier access to each other's markets. And I do hope that this process can be fast-tracked. There have been continuingly strong investments from India into the Philippines, particularly in the IT BPM space, but also in terms of infrastructure investments such as in airports. We've had investments in healthcare and pharma. We had investments in agricultural sector. And we also have recently seen investments in new areas such as chemicals, etc. So there's been a continuing interest in corporate India in the Philippines. And as the Philippines economy continues to grow, I would expect that this interest will expand. The more interesting element for me in terms of all of this new engagement, whether it's political dialogue and the expanding economic relationship, is the warm and friendly relationship between the people of India and the Philippines. I think this is something that is very promising as we build a deeper and more meaningful partnership. Our people have a deep appreciation and affection for each other. And I think this will sustain and nourish the partnership into a very meaningful partnership in the years to come. In terms of the India-Philippines relationship, the broad parameters I've outlined. I think I also would like to tell our Filipino friends a bit about India itself. As you would be aware, India has just overtaken the United Kingdom to be the 5th largest economy in the world. And by current trends, we would be the 3rd largest economy after the United States and China by 2027 or 2028. Our economy is doing extremely well in a range of areas. We've had very successful services sector for many years. We're beginning to have a more and more substantive growth in manufacturing, and our agriculture sector is also performing exceptionally well. So as India grows, it also opens up opportunities for our partners in Asia. And the interesting similarity between India and the Philippines, quite apart from our sometimes noisy democracies, is the fact that we're also very young as societies. And we have seen in history that young demography makes for higher demand and higher growth. And therefore, I'm very optimistic that the next decades will definitely be one of great potential for India and the Philippines. And let me go so far as to say that according to recent estimates by major investment banks, about 1/5 of global GDP growth over the next decade is likely to arise out of India. And I'd like to invite all our Filipino friends to consider this possibility. And I would go so far as to say that in terms of growth, what happened in the 2000, the 2010s with the Chinese economy is likely to be replicated in the 2020s and the 2030s and beyond in the Indian economy. India is growing, India is emerging, and India is open and ready for Philippines to engage with it. Let me conclude my remarks by stating that the delegation that has traveled from the India Business Forum to Ilocos Norte is part of a larger process of engagement that we in the embassy have been supporting in partnership with IBF to expand the business engagement out of Manila into the regions. We've had such interactions in the south, in Cagayan de Oro, in Davao, we've had it in Visayas, in Cebu, and in Baguio as well. So I'm very happy that today we're able to connect with the northern part of the Philippines. And I'm very aware that there's a lot of potential in the northern Philippines, Ilocos Norte and the entire region, both in terms of renewable energy, in terms of agriculture, and in terms of the broader trends for economic growth. And I think this delegation and this interaction is therefore very timely and opportune for us to explore more specifically what Indian companies can offer. And as you would notice, we have companies from industry, from the industrial sectors, we have companies that are active in agriculture, we have the IT BPM industry, we have the healthcare and the pharmaceuticals industry, we also have renewable energy sector represented here. So this is a very substantive conversation today. It's the beginning, as we see it, of a new phase of engagement, which I would personally rate as very, very promising in the years to come. And let me commit personally to support this engagement to the maximum possible. And I thank Honorable Governor once again for having graced this occasion and conveyed his personal support. You will find us fully reciprocating the energy and enthusiasm that you're bringing to this partnership. And I do hope that the discussions today will pave the way for a productive and forward-looking partnership between India and the northern Philippines, in particular Ilocos Norte. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and I wish the discussions all the best.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And once again, thank you, Honorable Governor. I think the inspiring words from both of you definitely, I'm sure, has created ripples in everybody here. And on that note, we now proceed to our panel discussions. For our first session, may we call on Ms. Rona Lacey Bueno, Head of Ilocos Norte Trade and Investment Promotion Center, Province of Ilocos Norte, to present on the business and investment opportunities to Ilocos Norte. Welcome, ma'am.
To His Excellency Ambassador Shambhu S. Kumaran, who's live in Zoom joining us today, His brilliant economic and trade counselor, Mr. Nish Singh, President of the India Business Forum. This is their Chamber of Commerce in India, Mr. Dilip Tiwari. To our hardworking and handsome Governor of Ilocos Norte, GovMat, Marcos Manotoc. To our local businessmen who are attending with us today, and the private and government sectors of Ilocos Norte, thank you for attending this forum and responding to our invitation. To the local economic and development and investment promotions Office of all the municipalities and cities of Ilocos Norte, I saw some of the lady posts here joining us today, also with our Agri Head, Engineer Baknat, Ms. Luz, Attorney Pancho, the Chief of Staff of the Governor, our China Desk Director is also with us. Mr. Dilip, your counterpart, the President for the Philippine Chamber of Commerce, Attorney Baring, is here with us. Attorney Baring, can you stand up for recognition? Later on, you'll do B2B. Also with Mr. Eric Chua, Attorney Pasqua of the Phil Chai Chamber of Commerce as well. And to all of the guests and visitors, my Invest team, a pleasant afternoon and namaste. I am pleased to present to you the investment opportunities in Ilocos Norte. These have been played for several times during local meetings within the local businessmen, but I'm sharing this is most especially for the IBF members and India businesses who are with us via Zoom. But before that, I'd like to share 4 major reasons why you should make your business happen in Ilocos Norte. So we are home to clean, healthy, and peaceful environment. We have the lowest poverty rate in the region, as the governor have mentioned a while back. which is correlated to our high crime clearance efficiency. Also, we are considered as the most improved province in terms of competitiveness. Here in Ilocos Norte, this is your ideal place to raise your family and do business. Second is we offer a strong government support. Next slide, please. And incentives to locator. The Board of Investment is a strategic partner of the province of Ilocos Norte through a MOA last year. So we can assist your business in registering to become a BOI registered enterprise for you to enjoy the fiscal and non-fiscal incentive from the national level. Moreover, the province offers discounts to real property tax on its provincial share. And Ilocos Norte is one of the few and first provinces who have set up its local economic development and investment promotions office. Normally, LGUs delegate this task to an existing office and makes concurrent position. Here in Ilocos Norte, there is a dedicated office that facilitates and promotes the province as an ideal investment destination. We call our cluster the Provincial Employment Group, with the invest are PESO. So they provide support to those seeking jobs, and MSME office, which promotes and assists local, micro, small, medium enterprise in the province. Third is the cost of doing business in Ilocos Norte is reasonable. May not be the cheapest, but it's reasonable. Labor, transportation, lease, and commercially spaced rates, among others. Ilocos Norte is compliant to the Ease of Doing Business Act through our iCare desk. iCare desk is spelled out as investor's centralized application and requirement evaluation that helps you set up your business in Ilocos Norte easy. And lastly, we pose as the northern gateway to East Asian countries. We are both strategically located and accessible via land, air, and sea. The Loag International Airport is considered as the only international airport north of Clark. Our seaport plays a vital role when it comes to shipping in and out of our goods in the province. And we boast of our paved road network to our major ways and barangay roads in Ilocos Norte. So those ladies and gentlemen, are the reasons why you should choose Ilocos Norte to do business. So here are some of our investment priority areas or preferred industry. Number one is agriculture. Ilocos Norte's economy is mostly agriculture-based. We are known to be the top producers of shallot and garlic, second producer for mango and tomato and dragon fruit. We also have a suitable climatic condition where high-valued crops can be grown here. So hence, we are looking for investment towards post-harvest facilities, cold storage, warehouses, and other businesses that adds value to the crops of the province. In terms of tourism, we are home to the only beach in the Philippines, which was listed as the most beautiful beaches in the world by Travel and Leisure, the Saud Beach in Pagudpud. Also, we are home to the only sand dunes in the Philippines. Post-pandemic, we have over 2 million visitor arrival in 2022, equivalent to 86% of tourism traffic increase from the lockdown, year 2020. The tourism industry has multiplied over the past decade, and we invite locators and businesses to develop our gateways, airports, seaports, improve and grow our hospitality businesses, introduce new eco, adventure, leisure, and recreation, among others. Third is renewable. We are home for the biggest wind farm and first wind project in the Philippines and Southeast Asia. Ilocos Norte is dubbed as the renewable capital of the Philippines. This is due to our constant and strong wind up north, well-suited solar irradiance for solar, and the river basins of the province gives more potential for hydro energy. We are also opening up to responsible mining. So the province partners with the Department of Energy and Natural Resources Mines and Geosciences Bureau, as we are also promoting a rational exploration, development, utilization, and conservation of mineral resources. We have traces of various metallic and non-metallic commodities for this industry. As to IT-BPM, we're one of the 25 digital cities in the Philippines handpicked by the IT-BPOP, DICT, and Lichu Properties. So the province established and proved to be an ideal destination for BPOs due to its constant stream of graduates and a reasonable operational cost. And lastly, Ilocos Norte is open to various service industry, most especially the businesses that will create more jobs to Ilocano. With diverse resources, competent human capital, and a proactive government, we invite our friends from India to innovate, inspire, and invest in Ilocos Norte. To end my presentation, I am pleased to show you more of Ilocos Norte through this audiovisual presentation. Maraming salamat po.
When we have a dream, we invest our time, our mind, our heart. Our dreams are built on hard work, patience, and persistence. These are embedded in our culture, strengthened through generations. So when opportunities knock, we are ready to chase our dreams and own them. Here in Ilocos Norte, we take care of your dreams. We understand the importance of having adequate support, forged through partnership and a strong sense of community, and a collective will to thrive. We recognize that dreams are best realized at the right place and at the right time. That there are spaces where everyone can dream boldly under the Ilocos sun. We share the same ideals that growth and economic progress should be inclusive, and that value for money is king. These have always been part of our resolve to empower others to realize their dreams, inspire everyone with what they can achieve. Pave the way for modernity and innovation, develop spaces and create jobs, generate gainful employment, and boost the local economy. Ensure access to significant financial incentives. Provide essential support and assistance. Ilocos Norte offers strong business opportunities, coupled with diverse resources and competent workforce. We invite you to join us in realizing our vision to be one of the major investment hubs in the country.
to create a brighter future for every Ilocano, for every Filipino. Innovate, inspire, invest. Ilocos Norte.
Thank you, Ms. Vieno, and for the presentation. So we just heard a while ago our handsome governor. So now I'm so fortunate that we also have very beautiful Vice Governor, Ms. Cecilia A. Marcos, who will be very graced if you would speak some words for us.
Oh. Okay, it likes an angle. It doesn't like it straight. Anyway, naimbag amalem kada kayo. Apo, good afternoon to everyone. It is so nice to see everyone out. And it really is a pleasure to welcome the Indian roadshow that you are presenting today. We are truly excited to hear what we have in store so that we can do collaboration with the different investments that are coming. And I would like first to greet His Excellency Shambhu Kumaran, and the Ambassador of India in the Philippines, and also Mr. Nishikant Singh, which we met last night, the Economic and Trade Counselor, and Mr. Dilip Tiwari, the President of the India Business Forum. And of course, I would like to welcome everyone that's here from Ilocos Norte, and we have visitors from Ilocos Sur as well. I think Mayor Bonito Singson is supposed to be here. And I have some friends at the back, all the way from Dumaguete. That's June and Darlene Limbo. And as I said, when Gov mentioned in his AVP that it is a matter of time, I think this is the right time. So I welcome you all. I am very excited to what you are going to be bringing to Ilocos Norte, and I believe that is all just good investments and good progress for the people of Ilocos. And I'm truly excited to see the potential that you see in us. I know that we will reach it fully as we come together in partnerships together. So as we build together, we are very happy to welcome you all. And may we, if there are any ways that we can help you, please just talk to Soya of Invest. And I would like to congratulate Soya as well for holding such a great event today. So I know she's had sleepless nights, but then I know that all these things will all pay off. So I look forward to meeting you all and speaking to most of you so that we can really firm the collaborations that we're going to form this time. God bless you all. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much, Honorable Cecilia Araneta Marcos, for gracing this event and for that very meaningful message. And we are honored to have with us in this session also respected experts from India. Our next speaker is Mr. Jigar Goswami, Sales and Marketing Director of Geo Pumps. Please welcome Mr. Goswami.
His Excellency of Mr. Shambhu S. Kumaran, Ambassador of Indian Embassy to the Philippines, our Governor from the Ilocos Norte, other delegates, Mr. Nishikant Singh from Indian Embassy, Mr. Dilip Tiwari, the President of IBF members, and all the other delegates. Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Ma'am, meron na po yung slide din? Okay. Okay. Yung pangalan ko is Jigar Yogesgiri Goswami. Nag-represent ako ng Geo Pumps. Kami po ang mismo manufacturer ng submersible pumps, deep wells, riser pipes, submersible flat cords. Kasi pagdating yung may requirement kayo sa tubig, siyempre kasi ito ang pinaka-main requirement sa tao. Kasi essential po yan. Kahit kung walang tubig, hindi kaya pang matagalan yan. So kahit sa COVID, during the COVID, may requirement pa rin kayo ng tubig. So we are blessed from the gods that we are part of essential. We are having our manufacturing unit namin sa India. Pero we are representing Geo Pumps here in the Philippines since last 5 years. For the being a Geo Pumps, we are serving in the nationwide in the Philippines. Client namin which are like municipals, water districts, aside from that, national irrigation, other wherever, basta as long as may requirement kayo sa tubig, we are present, available in the Philippines, all the area. Aside from that one, meron pa rin yung warehouse namin which is located in for the North Luzon area, which is Kawayan Isabela, for the North Luzon area, part na yan. Main warehouse namin and office which is located in Bustos, Bulacan. So that is our best warehouse in the Luzon area. Tapos meron pa rin kami ang warehouse sa Laguna, San Pablo, which is for South Luzon client namin. Kasi marami ang client namin taga South area pa rin, which is Bicol area, Sorsogon area. So halos lahat ng pick up sila yung item namin doon sa yung Laguna area. So that are our existing establishment doon dito sa Luzon area. Aside from that one, meron pa rin client namin which is in Mindanao area, which is located like Davao, CDO, that region 11, that area. So, and also Cebu and Bacolod area. So, meron pa rin kami ang warehouse sa Davao City mismo and also in Cagayan de Oro City mismo. So, our main products are, next slide. Yeah. So, this is the submersible motor which is water cooled. So whenever pag malalim ang tubig doon sa yung well nyo, so kailangan talaga kayo ang deep well. So which is calling yung deep well submersible pump. So that is our main product. So which one we are available also for the domestic clients. Domestic meaning to say, katulad ng bahay, yung maliit ng bahay, so kailangan kayo ng maliit na yung submersible pump like 1 horsepower, 2 horsepower. So meron pa rin kami ang 1 horsepower motor up to 150 horsepower, which is requirement dun sa normally sa industrial clients namin. So these are the submersible motors. So pinaka-best thing yung sa amin which is kami po ang manufacturer. So if ever kung may problema sa yung produkto namin, so hindi na kailangan kayo maghanap ng ibang tao. Diretso na po sila kayo sa amin. Kasi kami po yung after-sales service provider agad-agad. Kasi after all, pagdating yung sa government, mismo ang importante after-sales service. Kung wala kayo ng after-sales service, so that negotiation hindi pwede pang matagalan. So kaya all the staffs are calling whenever, pagdating na yung kilala kay sa client, sabi nila, tamang halaga, hanap-hanapin. So that is our motto of all our staff. So that is our best thing after sales service within 24/7 hours. Next. So this is the submersible pumps. Yung kanina patingin sila sa inyo, which is submersible motors, may kabit pa rin doon yung sa taas, which is calling pumps. So those pumps available normally same from 100 horsepower up to 250 horsepower. Those are government requirements. And also for the domestic, meron pa rin kami yung available units which is required in the government as we mentioned earlier. Next. Next. Yan, ito po yung tawag kami yung domestic pumps. Kasi doon sa yung bahay, farming, normal, like yung katulad ng farmers, yung drilling machine nila, yung maliit, so which is required like 2-inch or 3-inch diameter ng submersible pumps for the farming sectors particular. Kasi marami yung client namin taga Ilocos, taga Isabela area, that all area, meron pa rin kami client. So those are our pinaka-best client. So yung requirement nila, which is 3-inch diameter submersible pumps and motors. We are the only one available in the market which is made in India, 3-inch submersible diameter pump. Wala pa ibang supplier dito sa whole Philippines, made in India. Next. Next. Next po. Yan. So after the submersible, kasi bago maggagawa na kayo ng poso, may requirement pa rin kayo ng UPVC casing, which is yung pangbahay ng borewell. So para hindi na yung collapse ng borewell nyo. So which is calling UPVC casing. Kasi normally doon sa yung client, hanggang ngayon dito sa lahat ng area ng Philippines, na ginamit sila bakal, which is may kalawang. So after ng few years, kung may kalawang, madumi ang tubig, which is maasim na yung tubig. So kaya which is not good for health also. Kasi after all, yung that tubig, we are not using for drinking, pero after all, pang use pa rin. So kaya which is not good for health. So kaya we are also giving the training or promotion for the UPVC casing, which is UPVC square type threaded. So para walang kalawang sa loob ng well casing. So that is the pinaka new available product in the market for long term talaga. Kasi it's easy to install, no corrosion. So for long term investment talaga. Kasi doon sa yung bakal may corrosion. Next. Okay. Kasi pag na-install na kayo yung submersible pump, may requirement pa rin kayo ng riser pipe for installing inside the well. So which is normally hanggang ngayon halos lahat ng water districts or governments or aside from domestic clients, ginamit pa rin sila ng bakal. Same, pag nabakal na yan after few years, baka dito sa municipal office sa kanila pa rin, every after few years, kailangan sila palit ng riser pipe. So kung palit sila ulit, may gastos pa rin sila ulit. So which is again and again. So in that one, we are giving another solution, which one is pang matagalan talaga, which is good for 25 to 50 years. Hindi na kailangan kayo replace ng ulit. So which is long-term investment talaga. Kasi doon sa, tapos pagdating yung sa price, kasi itong pinaka-importante yung requirement sa government or sa domestic or whatever. Kasi yung price factor, which is most important. Our price is lower than BI or GI material. So when it comes to the price, which is higher. When it comes to the quality, this is higher. So we are giving this new product for the whole agriculture, government, and domestic sectors also. Next. Okay. This is the submersible flat cord, normal available in the market still as of now, which is they are using, baka maybe anyone aware with that one, which is bilog ang wire, which is called royal cord. So that one is not for submersible. This is submersible wire. Anong pinakaiba dito? Kasi pag nakita kayo dito sa picture, may dalawang kulay. Yung isang kulay green, pati isa may kulay dilaw na. So which is double jacketed. Kasi ito submersible. So anong meaning ng submersible? Which is pang ilalim ng tubig, which is called submerged. So come from that one, submersible. So itong wire para sa under the tubig. So kaya it's called submersible cable. So that is our pinaka-best product also for the Philippines. Wala talaga ibang supplier or manufacturer dito whole area ng Philippines. Next. This is the controller for the whole kind of the submersible pumps motors. So which is required kasi normally yung supply nyo galing sa Meralco, which is whatever yung supply, which is single phase. So may requirement pa rin kayo ng control box pang umaandar na yung pump and motor. So meaning to say, pag nakita kayo dito sa yung produkto namin, we are providing like one-stop solution. Kasi our target, our motto for Philippines is, pagdating na yung isip ng tubig, kahit saan ang requirement kayo, kahit saan pa yung area, basta yung pinaka-fast ng thinking nyo, punta tayo sa geopumps. So that is our target for whole area kasi we are providing one-stop solution for all the products for the deep wells. So that is our as of now available in the market. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dauswami, for introducing to us geopumps and your offered quality products. Next, our second speaker is Mr. Devadatta Sirdeshpande, President and General Manager of Bioseed. Please welcome Mr. Sirdeshpande.
Thank you and good afternoon. His Excellency, the Indian Ambassador to the Philippines, Mr. Shambhu Kumaran, Honorable Vice Governor Cecilia Marcos, ma'am, Mr. Nishikant Singh, our first Councillor, Trade and Commerce, colleagues from IBF and all the delegates. Good afternoon. I am from Bioseed Research Philippines Incorporated, down south of the Philippines, the General Santos. The next slide. let me introduce myself. I am Devdutt Sardesh Pandey, President and General Manager for BioSeed Research Philippines Incorporated. And I represent BioSeed, which has been here for the last 30 years. You can say BioSeed is a birthplace of Philippines, is a birthplace of BioSeed. When this organization was incorporated in 1992, it was General Santos in the Philippines that gave us the space to start our research operations. And since then, we have been in the Philippines, serving the Filipino farmers. Let us give a big round of applause to the farmers of the Philippines for giving this opportunity. We work on the values from our mother company, DCM Shriram. The values that we have, the vibrant growth, the vision that we have is the vibrant growth with trust, energized employees, and the delighted customers. We do not want only to be the growth for the organization, but we also want our customers to be delighted. And the visions are enriched by the values that we have, which forms into I Act On, which says integrity, agility, customer centricity, teamwork, openness, and newness. This becomes the platforms of the organization, and this gives us strength, the reason for us to be surviving for the last 30 years successfully. We, in BioSeed, we serve the farmers, and farmer, the one who gives us food for the daily living, cannot be forgotten. So we carry the aspiration to become the farmer's most trusted partner by offering innovative solutions that lead to sustainable growth, which makes the farming win. We really want to give the sustainable growth to the farmers. In brief, let me discuss who we are, so that in the limited time frame, I can introduce the company. Probably the delegates can take a cue from here as to how they can use our facilities or our expertise. So who are we? So BioSeed is a subsidiary of DCM Shriram, which is a $1.2 billion diversified business conglomerate of India. Although BioSeed Philippines is a local incorporation, but the mother company is still in India. BioSeed started its operation in 1992. It is duly registered in the Philippines, and we are there for the last 30 years, and we have around 300 employees. We have 300 families which depend on the company. BioSeed is engaged in developing, producing, processing, packing, promoting, and distribution of hybrid corn and hybrid rice seeds across the Philippines. I was so happy to see the picture or the cornfields when the audiovisual was presented by the local government person here. So that means we are an integral part of the Philippines, not only the Philippines, but also this part of the geography. Apart from agriculture, DCM Shriram is also engaged in other services back in India in the agri-rural business, covering urea, sugar, farm solutions, apart from the hybrid seeds. We have chlorovinyl business, having caustic soda, chlorine, calcium carbonate, aluminum chloride, PVC resins, PVC compounds, power and cement. Value-added businesses like Fenesta, which are the windows, UPVC windows. Why am I discussing about the DCM Shriram is the legacy that we get here is basically towards the serving of the farmers, and BioSeed forms the basic structure for serving the farming communities. Next slide, please. When we talk about the BioSeed presence, we are all across the Philippines. We have a research farm in General Santos, which is 11 hectares, with a parent seed farm of 9 hectares, which means we have our own research facility. We do not import. We have our own research. We have our own production facility here in the Philippines, both for rice as well as corn. Corn seed production area per year, we have a production area of 800 to 1000 hectares per year. Rice seed production, we have started in Banai Banai, which is the Davao del Sur, and shortly we'll be expanding to the opportunities or the geographies where we get the opportunities. Seed processing is both by biomass and the LPG. We have cold storages worth around 500 metric tons, warehouse worth around 1,500 metric tons, which is expandable. We also have a full-fledged seed testing and GM testing lab, both in Luzon, which is in Cagayan, and also in the Mindanao, which is in General Santos. Apart from that, last 2 years back, we started a research facility with the IRI. Now, if you ask me the basic structure of the IRI facility there, we really want to provide the Filipino farmers with the genetically modified rice, which has the better nutrients, which has a better nutrient usage capacity, which can be grown in the saline soils. This is something which is coming up in the next 2 to 3 years with the research facility that we have in IRI, the Las Vegas. What are our products? Now, most of you know that we are in corn and rice, which are the main important crops of the Philippines, and specific to the Ilocos Norte, you have around 64,000 hectares of rice and around 30-35 hectares of corn, which is a major chunk for us. We have 3 brands, BioSeed, BioCorn, and BioHealer in the corn, and we have BioRice as the rice brand, the hybrid seeds. I am so much thankful to the Ilocos region because in 2018-19, when the government started promoting hybrid seed and when they wanted to reach 1 million hectares by 2025, Ilocos was the first region to distribute through the government agencies around 420 metric tons of bioseed, hybrid seeds in here in 2019-20. Let's give a big applause to our own colleagues from the government agencies who helped us to help the farmers to double their incomes. Now, government has set up one more milestone of 1.5 million hectares of hybrid rice so that Philippines becomes rice sufficient, Philippines becomes corn sufficient. We are at 84% of sufficiency as far as rice is concerned, 92% self-sufficiency as far as corn is concerned. We need to bridge this gap and stop the imports. I'll just share the bioseed facilities. This gives you the magnitude of our operations. This is the aerial view of our operations in General Santos, the research farm at the background, the admin block. This is the 30 years of the sweat that we have had here for the last 30 years. Next slide, please. These are the processing locations. These are the seed dryers that we have, and these are the receiving areas for the corn that comes as a seed. Next slide, please. These are some of the warehouses, the processing area and the cold storages. Next slide, please. Now, what are the business opportunities? I was so happy to see agriculture as one of the most important priority, and I was reading in one of the online the details given by the governor that 4 crops are important for Ilocos Norte, and one among them is corn. Apart from tobacco, garlic, mango, corn, and dragon fruit. So corn becomes very important because we play in the corn field. So it's a great opportunity for us to come down to the Ilocos Norte as a business unit. The local government, rice is being cultivated in 64,000 hectares, which we can be partnering. Then being an active player in the seed distribution scheme, we can partner with the Department of Agriculture here, initiate seed production facilities. Now, if you look at the seed production facilities, the land mass in the Philippines is limited. The corn production that is happening in the central Luzon, especially in Pangasinan area, has shrunk, and we have already moved towards the La Union. Now, when I was looking through the Ilocos Norte geography, you have a lot of plain lands. It's an excellent opportunity for the seed production to take up the seed production in corn and simultaneously build the processing facility in the seed production so that the locals of the Del Norte, the Ilocos del Norte will get an employment through our industries here. And lastly, to establish, we really require the support of the government so that some of the clearances will be established very fast. So with these, let's go to that. So with these opportunities, I think Bioseed is geared up to come down to the northern part of the Luzon and make sure that we ensure the farming wins not only in the Ilocos Norte region or the Ilocos region, but the entire Philippines. Just to sum up, I'll just share a short video which gives the total holistic approach about the organization. Can I have the video, please?
DCM Shriram has been working to better the lives of people through its various businesses. The company operates in 3 major verticals: agriculture, chlorovinyl, and value-added.
Our focus in the company is to ensure that each of our businesses are world-class, whether it's in terms of costs, whether it's in terms of customer service, whether it's in terms of procurement. The objective is how do we ensure that we are competing with the best in the world in each of our businesses.
The company has successfully tapped all the emerging opportunities in the agri-market. It has implemented effective ground-level solutions after working in close collaboration with farmers. This led to a strong presence of the brand in the rural market. DCM Shriram entered the hybrid seed business as a part of an initiative to increase the productivity and profitability of farmers. Bioseed owns a vast pool of germplasm, which is amongst the richest in the world, and presence across India and Southeast Asia.
In Bioseed, we have a very strong research program, both in plant breeding as well as in biotechnology. In plant breeding, we have 9 breeding centers which are spread across South and Southeast Asian countries. And we have got more than 50 testing stations where we test and very exhaustively evaluate our products prior to their commercialization. This strength in research enables us to continuously develop genetically superior hybrid seed products for the farmers in South and Southeast Asia.
Pa, agsa ko school pa. Ingat. Ingat. Imong baon. Anak, garang mama. Ingat.
Every day, even before the sun rises above the horizon, a farmer awakens with a head full of dreams and ambitions, a desire to live a better life, to provide for their families and loved ones, and to achieve a brighter future. We at Bioseed Research Philippines Incorporated, or Bioseed, are dedicated to assisting farmers in achieving their goals, driven by our aspiration to become the farmer's most trusted partner with our quality and consistent processes, providing farmers with innovative solutions to every problem they encounter amidst the challenges of climate change, crop prices, and farm input prices, by developing our products to make them more efficient and effective, all the while ensuring our farmers' optimum operations towards a mutually sustainable growth and sowing farmers' happiness. This mission started in 1992 when the initial goal of providing the best quality hybrid seeds to farmers sprouted in the hearts of the men and women behind BioSeed. The same aspiration was elevated further when DCM Shriram, an India-based conglomerate and agribusiness expert, took over the management of BioSeed in 2002, thereby expanding the influence and impact of BioSeed in the Philippines and in Asia. This led to an exponential growth for the company, making it one of the leaders in biotechnology and sustainable farming.
BioSeed stands for affordability. Corn and rice are the basic requirements of Filipinos, and we are there in both the crops. Now we want each and every farmer, irrespective of his capacity to spend, to experience our hybrids. And that's the reason why we say our strength is affordability. We have range of products at different values so that every farmer can try at least one of our hybrids and ensure that we harvest the best out of it.
Today, BioSeed owns a vast pool of germplasm, among the richest in the world. The pool has sprouted one of the highest success rates in Asia. The company's top-tier biotechnology-based ideas benefit farmers in countries with similar soil and climate conditions, thanks to the company's robust end-to-end supply chain. Research and development, field and laboratory testing, data review, production and processing, farm management, and promotion and distribution of products to numerous regions in the country. In line with our vision, abiding by our values of integrity, agility, customer centricity, teamwork, openness, and newness, BioSeed make things happen. Every employee is fully equipped with these attributes and is dedicated to provide more to our farmers.
Daghan siya kapilian o maayo pud ang resulta. Gikan sa low cost hangtod sa premium maayo ang resulta ang abot ni BioSeed. Mao na nga nadugay ko pamaligya ni BioSeed tungod kay very affordable siya sa market.
Tibog na kong pamilya, dako kay pasalamat nining mong kumpanya kay dako pud sila gikahatag nga kausaban sa among panginabuhi, pag-uswag sa among panginabuhi, sa among negosyo.
This premier caliber of service of BioSeed's employees benefits the distributors and farmers who are at the pedestal of BioSeed's vision and aspiration.
Nagapasalamat ko sa binhi nga BioSeed. Daghan na kami na pundar.
Pagtimbangan na sa kanang ugana, lahi gid ang birid sa similya sa BioSeed. Kaya dako gini ang timbang. Kung magtanong mo lang ta mais, diyan lang ito sa BioSeed. Kaya ako tested na ko nga nagatanong BioSeed. Bisan sa pagpatubo mo lang daan, nami na. Kaya kung gusto ka mo nga parehas sa akon na gwapo mo ng income, di nami ginang BioSeed.
Dayawen ba iti dagsen nakin at ato kanupay iti naakit da. Iso nga ti kayat ba nga imo laket data BioSeed nga high flat.
Mga kabarangay ko, sana susunod mag-BioSeed na rin kayo ng binhi. Pare-pares namin tatangkilikin to yung BioSeed. Salamat.
So thank you very much. Thanks a lot. And I'm here. Anyone who will be interested can connect with me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sir Deshpande, for talking about the aspiration and services of BioSeed in the Philippines. Also, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our Sangguniang Palaliwigan members of the provincial government of Ilocos Norte, Honorable Franklin Respicio, Honorable Portia Salenda, and Honorable Medeldorf Gawa. Thank you very much, sir and ma'am, for gracing this event. Next, moving on, our third speaker is Mr. Ravi Dixit, Vice President of International Operations of NetroPlus. Please welcome Mr. Dixit. So before Mr. Dixit will get to explain, let's welcome our fourth speaker. Our fourth speaker is Mr. Vaibhav Rivastava, Regional Business Head of TVS Motors. Please welcome Mr. Rivastava. A pleasant afternoon to each and everyone, to all guests today. In behalf of Mr. Baibab Srivastava, my country manager, I'm Melvin Garduse, representing TBS. It's my pleasure to be here this afternoon. I am very honored to meet all of you. It's my privilege to introduce the TBS company, Philippines. Please play the video. Okay. TBS was started in 1911 and founded by Mr. T.B. Sandayar Iyengar, and TBS stands for Trust, Value, and Service by giving customer satisfaction and good quality. They started produced in automobile last 1982, and they came in the Philippines last 2016. And they get high impact in solo rides, in scooters, and underboard category. And they make the sales share, especially in three-wheeler category, and that is a TBS King Passenger in Mindanao regions. Next slide. Okay. TBS is now over 85 countries across the world. Okay, play the video, please. Thus, TBS entered, using up now more Filipinos for food delivery and courier because of the advanced technology and of Tribal and Smart X Connect. Here in Philippines, we have 5 models of two-wheeler. That is TBS Ntorq, TBS Dash, TBS Neo NX, TBS XL100, and TBS Apache RR310. We have 3 types of three-wheeler. That is a TBS King Passenger, TBS Cargo Drop Side, and TBS Cargo Bags. This or you will use to our entrepreneurship, carrying loads, especially for our farmers.
Okay. Only this morning, TBS donate TBS cargo in our provincial capital. It will help for your medical operation and also as a sample for entrepreneurship. And it will use also we also tied up in Lazada, giving job to our locals and growing business of courier delivery. Thank you very much for this opportunity to introduce in your province. Maraming salamat po, Ilocos Norte.
Yes. Thank you very much, sir. And at this juncture, we're glad to welcome the country head of Indophil Philippines Incorporated, Mr. Narendra Sagrulikar. Sir?
Good afternoon to everybody. First of all, I would like to thank this opportunity to talk here. His Excellency Ambassador to the Philippines, Mr. Shambhu Kumaran, who has joined us online, and of course the Vice Governor, Madam Cecilia Marcos, Mr. Nishikant Singh, our First Consular for the Trade and Commerce from Indian Embassy in the Manila, and of course Mr. Dilip Tiwari, IBF Chief, our leader, and ladies and gentlemen. I am here after Mr. Jigar has presented on the pumps that is taking part of your needs for the irrigation, and followed by the hybrid seeds, my friend Mr. Devdutt. After that, I am going to touch upon another agriculture sector, that is the crop protection. So I am representing Indophil Philippines Incorporated, which is engaged in the crop protection chemicals. Is it possible here? Oh. I think just now you told me that time constraint is there, so better I will stand here and I will talk. So to save on the time. So Indophil Philippines Incorporated is a part of KK Modi Group, which is spread across 115 countries. And we are having employment around 28,000 people. And this group is growing at the rate of 15% at CAGR basis, and the total revenue is more than $2 billion. Next, please. Indophil overall, as the name suggests, it is a collaboration between India and Philadelphia. We have 4 manufacturing plants back in India, which we produce our main product, that is Mancozeb, which is a contact broad spectrum protectant fungicide, which we are selling in the Philippines for last 25 years plus. And plus, we have other chemicals, that is, you can use it for rice, mango, corn, tobacco, vegetables, banana, pineapple, and all other crops. Next, please. We are not only in the fungicide segment, but we are also in the herbicides to take care of your weeds problem, insecticide to take care of the pest, that is insect, then plant growth regulators, acaricides for the mites, and as well as other facilities. Next, please. So these are the patents which Indophil has for the agrochemical segment. Next. In international business, apart from Philippines, Philippines is actually the latest addition to our network. We also have offices in Costa Rica, Netherlands in Europe, Brazil, Italy, China, Bangladesh, and of course in 2018 what we started here in the Philippines. These are the some product names which I will not go into details. So these are all majorly it is fungicides, insecticides are there. Next please. These are the countries where we are exporting our product. Even though it is manufactured in India, we are exporting it to more than 100 countries. So these our products are known and acceptable by the farmers across the world. Next please. So our company is not only in the production, but also we spent a lot of our revenue into the research and development for innovation of the new products, as well as the combination or of the changing of the formulation to bring up the new formulation for the more effectiveness. So we have around 42 scientists. This is also based in India, and all our NABL accredited and also GLP accredited lab. Next please. These are some pictures of our R&D. Next sir. Next. In manufacturing, I will just give some pictures of our plants back in India. So we have 4 plants. One is for dedicated to mancozeb, that is our main product. Number 2 is the carbon disulfide, which is a raw material used for many of the pesticides, also on other industries. Then number 3 is multipurpose synthesis plant, and number 4 is EBDC plant, which is again required for the mancozeb manufacturing. These are some shots of our plant. Yeah, these are all accredited by ISO certifications. Next. These are all very, very modern plants, which is having a zero liquid discharge. So there is no pollution involved there. And it is also integrated energy management is also followed there. And it is a centralized process system. So whereas very few people you can see on the shop floor, everything is controlled by the central office, which is located above the plant. And it is also supported by the sustainable and reliable supply chain. And that is how we were able to sell this product for more than 100 countries. These are some recognitions. Next one. We also have joint venture with Beijing Group of China to manufacture our CS2. So coming to crop protection industries, I would like to just give a small snapshot of this. So the total market is around 57,561 million US dollars is worldwide, and it is growing at the 6%. And for Asia, which is contributing around 22 to 23% of the total world market. Next one, sir. When it comes to India, our total production, if you see, not only Indofield but overall industry, 50% is consumed back in India and 50% is exported elsewhere in the world. And if you see on the right hand side graph, we are 11th largest exporter of the agrochemicals in the world. And if you see the competitiveness coming to our nearest competitor, which is a Chinese competitor, the advantage for Indian industries, particularly for the agrochemicals, the finished products, which is closing the gap very fast. And how to define our India and Philippine collaboration? Currently, Indian companies are exporting around 14 to 15% of the agrochemicals which is consumed in the Philippines. It may not be under the name of Indian companies, but there are many companies here, local companies, who are buying the raw material, technical material from Indian industries, and then they are reformulating, repacking it, and selling it to the farmers. There are 4 Indian companies who have direct presence here, and then there are 15 plus companies where products are registered in the Philippines. And overall, Indian origin products are perceived to be high quality products and very consistently quality-wise as well as the affordability-wise. That's why Indian companies are leaders in the fungicides particularly, and then we also offer value for the money in the generic products category. So what are the other things India and Philippines collaboration can do? Not only the crop protection, but also we are also in the biological crop protection, biological and chemical crop nutrition inputs, drip irrigation technology, hybrid seeds, as Mr. Devdutt mentioned earlier, GMO seeds, fertilized bed, mapping and simulation of the agriculture, AI-based agriculture mechanization, greenhouse and polyhouse technologies, and hydroponics. In all this field, which is a new era of agriculture, where India and Philippines can collaborate together, and where Indophil also can play part in many of these fields. Next, sir. Next, please. Next, please. Next. Yeah, these are the major crops in the Philippines, as all of you know. Rice and major, which is 4.8 million, corn is around 2.5, and all other crops are here, which is known to all of you. Next one. In the Philippines, the total market is around $363 million US. Next one. Coming to Indophil Philippines, we established here in 2018. Even though we came here in 2018, we were marketing through our partners for last 20 years plus. We started our first invoice here in 1997. So from there, we are marketing here through our partners here. Indophil Philippines Incorporated was created to give Filipino farmers high caliber, quality crop protection and nutrition inputs for enhancing their productivity. Currently, we have 16 employees on our payroll and 24 agronomists who are spread across the nation. And very soon we are going to open up Ilocos area also under our distribution network. Currently we have 44 distributors across the nation. Next, please. We are also supplying to companies like Dole, Del Monte, Tadeco, Lapanday, Sumifru, Marsman. All these are banana and pineapple plantation companies based in the Philippines, in the Mindanao particularly. And also we also serve to many medium and small corporate farms. Currently we have around 18 brands of insecticides, rodenticides, herbicides, PGRs, and of course our core products, that is fungicides. We are a member of Crop Protection Association of the Philippines, where we are on the board of the CIPAP. And as our CSR activity, we are also part of PMCP, that is Pest Management Council of the Philippines, by which we bring the research, what is happening in worldwide, to the Filipino farmers. Next one, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And in the interest of time, we'll make it quick. So I'd love to introduce Mr. Praveer Chadda, who heads Datamatics in Manila. And he'll share us about the IT BPO industry.
So a little prelude before I start. I saw a lot of people trying to sleep, so let's wake up. Thank you. Maraming salamat po, maganda hapon. I'm trying to learn the language, so please. I'd like to say thank you to His Excellency, the Indian Ambassador Shambhu Kumaran, for gracing us with his presence today. And thanks a lot to the Governor of Ilocos Norte, Honorable Matthew Marcos Montac, and Honorable Cecilia Arneta Marcos, the Vice Governor, for allowing us to be in their city and presenting on our behalf. Honorable Benito, Mayor from Vigan City, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. And Honorable Dr. Medeldog Goat, Board Member, and Honorable Rafael Salvador Medina, Board Member from Trade and Industry from Ilocos Norte. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here and gracing us with your presence. The IBF team for getting us here, Dilip and the team for pushing us to say we in Ilocos Norte, $1 billion as an industry. Now that is fantastic. Out of this, what is Philippines' share? Philippines' share in the industry is about 32 billion. So that's about 16 to 18%. There's still, Philippines as a market continues to grow and will grow at about 12 to 18%. The overall world market will grow at about 8%. If you look at the headcount, about 9.5, 10 million people are employed across the world. In Philippines, only about 1.5 million today. Where will this take us? 1.5 million directly employed, and ancillary industry is about 2.5 to 3 million. This has brought about an amazing change in the, I would say, the social strata and structure of the Philippines over the last 10 years. So this industry is absolutely, has been key critical in developing Philippines as a market, not only for companies who are coming from outside, but also all the Filipinos and all of us who are sitting here. If I would describe a little bit about what we see in India, 51% of the global market share today is owned by the Indian companies, and about 17,000 firms employing 4.4 million employees. India will continue to grow, but about a 6 to 8%. If we look at the next slide, we see the Philippines as a geography, and Philippines currently about 87% of the services export are from the IT BPO industry. 8% of the GDP comes from the IT BPO industry. So what does that mean for us? It is the highest export earning industry in the Philippines for now. So during the entire pandemic, every industry might have gone up or down, but the BPO industry continued to grow at its original rate of about 8 to 12%. So which largely means we are right poised, and that is why we are here today. And I have been promised by His Excellency the Governor and Ma'am Vice Governor that they will provide us all the help in setting up new sectors and new places here in the Philippines, in Ilocos Norte, for our industry and industries in the IT BPO sector. India has always been part of the journey. So we were amongst the first to set up the IT BPO industry here. Names like Wipro, TCS, Genpact, all of these are multi-billion organizations, including Datamatics and Tech Mahindra, HGS, which have been the starters of this industry here. If we move on, if you see from a perspective, India and Philippines share a common goal, a similarity which even His Excellency, the Ambassador, brought about. It's a story of connected growth. We grow all together. We grow at a time, and it is not sequential in nature. So India does a lot of back office and IT work. The front office, the customer work gets done out of the Philippines. One cannot grow without the other. So both countries need to work together to grow this. That's why we are here today, and a lot of Indian organizations are not only investing in setting up infrastructure, providing jobs, also investing in the education within the IT BP sector, and also investment in the new digital technologies that are present and prevalent and are the future of this industry and other industries to form out. So what's next that we see? And this is where Datamatics and the entire IT BPM industry comes in. There are three key areas to our growth. So we need to invest in building our capabilities, go deeper and move up the value chain, and protect our domain and market position. Some of the areas that you see, Philippines, us, I will say all of us together, need to really gear up is on the digital marketing side and on the safety and trust side. So this is one area where we as Datamatics come in, and we want to invest heavily in digitization and digital technologies, not only in the entire Philippines, but specifically in the Ilocos Norte region. And we were speaking to some of the people from the university, I'm sorry I forget names, however said that we have been promised that their arms will be more than open to discuss with us on educating the people here and holding classes so that they are able to come up the digital and technology chain. A quick look at what Datamatics provides. We are deep in digital and deep in digital operations. As an organization, we have been here for 47 years in digital technologies. In the BPO BPM sector, we moved in about 3.5, 4 years ago with the acquisition of an organization here. Our core competency is developing technologies and providing IT BPM services to various organizations. We are across about 7 countries and 26 locations, Philippines being one of our major locations after India. So what does that mean for all of us? Where does the roadmap take us? Just a moment, I'll take your time here. This is where we sit today at 32 billion, 1.5 million jobs. In about 5 years, this industry is set to create 1.1 million additional jobs. The industry intends to be sitting at about 3 million jobs and about 52 billion in revenue. Of that, how much will come or can be taken up by the Ilocos Norte region? And that's why we want to work with the Ilocos Norte government and all of you people to talk about how we intend to grow the organization, not only Datamatics, but the entire IT BPM industry. And I'll take a quick pause here. I'd like to invite Ms. Kelly, who is from my HR head, Kelly. And she's our global HR head for recruitment and talent development. And she'll talk about a few words on how we are working to empower the Filipino people and the talent growth in this country. Kelly.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat, Ilocos Norte. My name is Kelly Almo. I am the head of HR for India and Philippines. So earlier we talked about growth in IT BPM industry. So similarly, we are talking about growth in Datamatics. So in Datamatics, we are aggressively expanding. So what does this mean to our new graduates and to the Filipinos and also to Ilocos Norte? So currently, there are a lot of opportunities for employment for everyone. So we are currently hiring for customer service, technical support. We are also hiring for IT technology, also engineering, and also all those graduates from financial and nursing. So what do we do for our employees? So we prepare our employees through several in-depth trainings within their day 1 in Datamatics up until their 6th month with us. And afterwards, we continuously do a lot of initiatives through continuous learning and development. So currently, what we are doing is that we are partnering with a lot of universities. And what we do for these universities and students are 2 things. So we prepare students, to prepare them in the corporate world. And then also at the same time, we infuse our expertise in technology, automation, and robotics through adding it to the curriculum of the universities and the students. So there are a lot of growth in the BPO industry. So I myself started, as an agent back in 2004. and now I was given by the BPO industry an opportunity to be a head of HR. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kelly. Really appreciate and very encouraging words. So, while Kelly spoke about opportunities, and these opportunities, I was speaking to some of the interns yesterday, is not only limited to the period and when we set up work in Ilocos Norte, we welcome everybody who wants to apply for jobs within our organization. You can do that by coming to Manila and also while you're working from home here. So it does not necessarily mean that you might have to move. And at the same time, ma'am, since you're here, you have promised that you will support us. We are looking forward to setting up a 1,000-seater center very soon in Ilocos Norte, and we will looking forward to that. Meanwhile, continue to apply, and our stall is there. You can take our email address and still start applying for jobs. We want to set up the leadership right from start here. And thank you a lot. Just a quick presentation to tell you a little bit more about Datamatics, just about a minute. If you get bored, raise your hand. We'll stop the presentation faster. Okay? Thank you all. Salamat.
Datamatics is a technology company that builds intelligent solutions, enabling data-driven businesses to digitally transform themselves. Established in 1975 by none other than Dr. Lalit Sarajmal Kanodia, Datamatics builds its presence by driving business value and growth for a wide range of industries in banking and finance, insurance, healthcare, transportation, travel and hospitality, education technology, and media. Headquartered in Mumbai, our global footprint extends in major locations in USA, Europe, and Asia Pacific through 8 global delivery centers located in Livonia, Burlington, Kansas, New Jersey, Mumbai, Nashik, Chennai, Puducherry, and Manila, and has presence in 7 countries and 25 cities across the globe. Our team of 10,000 plus dependable employees caters to more than 300 plus customers worldwide. Our key clients are some of the biggest names in the industry: Samsung, Amazon, Unilever, UNICEF, Emirates, NASA, Kantar, PSI, Yale University, Nielsen, Sony Pictures, ACT, That's Great News, and many more. Our efforts in providing excellent
I'll say thank you so much, everyone. We promised to stop at a minute, and we did. Thanks a lot, and see you all again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chada and Ms. Almo, for that insightful discussion on ITBP and feasible roadmap to 2028. Next, our 6th speaker is Mr. Nitender Rao, Managing Director of Algorithm Solutions. Please welcome Mr. Rao.
Kumusta Ilocos? My name is Rao and I'm the MD of Algorithm Solution and Algo Connects. Next slide. So as we are presenting our 2 companies here, the first one is Algorithm. In Algorithm, we offer communication software, while in Algo Connects, we offer managed offices and incubation services. I came to Philippines 11 years back, and when I came, I realized the potential of a local talent, but the problem was technology. All available technology at that time was very expensive. To solve that problem, we launched Algorithm, and now we are proudly saying that from Jollibee to PNB, Maya to Intellicare, and many more companies are using us. We are just we are just 7-year-old company. Sorry. We are a 7-year-old company with average age of just 28. We are empowering more than 18 million interactions from Philippines on daily basis. For Algo Connects, so when I was setting up Algorithm, I realized the pain every startup founder goes through, right? Where to start an office, how to do the marketing, how to do legal, consulting, payroll. And to solve that and to give back to society, we launched Algo Connects. which is a one-stop shop for all of your incubation services. You come to us for your problem and we'll give you the solution. What gave us success? Why algorithm, right? So we have a three-piece of ecosystem. The first one is product. So as I mentioned earlier, we really worked hard on our product, which is driven by AI and machine learning, which is the best in the market, and we assure all the BPOs from Ilocos that your efficiency will be increased by minimum 20% after using our services. Price, the main vision to reduce our local pricing. Our pricing is at least 40 to 50% lower than the Western providers. And last but not least, the people. We value local talent, and more than 90% of our staff are Filipinos, and which also helps us in serving our customers better in terms of local language training, local language support, and many more. So these are our services. So not only BPOs, any company who has any kind of customer interactions can use algorithm. So you are interacting with customers using phone, Facebook, Twitter, email, anything, can use our services, and we assure you your customer experience will be increased. While if you are starting your startup anywhere in the Philippines, and if you need the prime locations, the prime virtual office, managed office services, and to manage your known core services, please come and visit us at Algo Connects. We'll make sure all of your efficiency will be increased. So we are going outside Metro Manila right now to empower the local provinces. We are starting a local training sessions on our softwares for local ITs of regions so that they can come and support our customers better. We are also starting a software development training so that our development cost will be lower and we can convey the same advantage to our end customers. And for smart space, we are already in 7 locations in BGC, and now we are starting 3 more in Metro Manila, and we are planning to start 1 BPO sector and BPO seat leasing services in Ilocos soon. Couple of proposals what we have for Ilocos. So we are already in touch with the local government for your upgradation of 911 and for voice broadcasting services, which can be very useful in terms of any kind of emergencies. And last but not least, as I mentioned earlier, we are looking to set up a local startup and BPO services in Ilocos. And with this, I would like to end my presentation. I'm here. If anybody wants to connect, please come to me. We're also looking for local partners who want to carry our brand and help local companies in getting their customer experience better. So please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Rao, for giving an overview on Datamatics Philippines. And at this juncture, let us welcome on stage Mr. Atender Prasad, the CEO of iEminence Incorporated. A resounding applause, please.
I can say magandang hapon. I have to say that thanks to Honorable His Highness, Mr. Sambhu Kumaran, Honorable Mr. Governor and Vice Governor, Honorable and respected Sir Nisikant Sir and Dilip Tiwari, and all my friends and colleagues over here who are here to listen to us, that why we are here, what we wanted to do for the Ilocos Norte. Okay. Being me, I'm from iEminence INC, President and CEO of INC, and this QR code I just developed for you. So, and then I think this printout is on each table. Please scan and fill your data so that we can recognize your presence in the roadshow of Ilocos Norte, India Business Show in Ilocos Norte. So that is for your presence and our recognition. And thanks for the filling the data already. Okay, being IMNS, okay, let's come to the work platform. Okay, let's come to the work platform that IMNS has been established in 2018, and IMNS has been invented in 2018, established in 2018 in the Philippines, and we are started in Metro Manila, and from there on we started moving out of Metro Manila, which is we have the presence in Cebu, we have a presence in Davao, we have a presence in Laguna and Las Bonias and all the other cities. We wanted to come in the Ilocos Norte to do some help, to do some investment, to help the people to understand the requirement of infrastructure or innovation technology, which is called IT. Okay. During the presence of our in Metro Manila, we are able to help the companies to grow their business while using the software, which is called Infor software, or we develop the software that is for the Robinsons, Steel Asia, Century, Panasonic, and so on. So those are the companies we implemented. We have a presence in all those companies. Along the way of moving forward, we wanted to come into Ilocos Norte and do the services, implement and develop for your your day-to-day activity, because of we as a IMNS can develop any kind of software which will be required to your day-to-day activity. Apart from this, okay, so we are doing the technology consulting, software implementation, outsourcing professionals, manpower services, support services, and then innovative technology infrastructure we do as well. Can you please, next slide please. Okay. IMNS is the partner of Infor, which is one of the biggest ERP software provider worldwide. Apart from that, we are the partner of Dell Bhumi, which have a very good platform to develop the softwares. Apart from that, FarEye is one of the company who can provide you a monitoring system from end-to-end logistic tracking and up to last mile activity, even though your individual items monitoring system. So that has been implemented in DHL, and in the Philippines, it has been implemented in Tugo Logistics. We are the partner of Honeywell as well, handheld devices provider. We are the partner of AWS, which will provide the clouds. Azure, again cloud. Oracle, again cloud. And then Cloud4C, which is the managed services company of the cloud, and SAP. So we are into all this software to provide the implementation services. So apart from implementation services, we used to do development. Our presence is in the global footprint. Our presence is in the like in Philippines, India, Vietnam, US, and Indonesia. So we are doing the services in these 5 countries, and we are one of the largest enterprise partner of Infor in this country to implement ERP, to implement warehouse management system, and to implement the transport management system. Next please. So I have a total local Filipino team. For your information, IMNS is a purely Filipino company which is owned by Indian and Filipino hybrid team. Okay, the way I explained earlier that we had implemented in those companies which is a well-known industry in the Philippines, and so on we are adding more and more clients along the way of our journey of IMNS. Our global footprint, we have offices in 3 countries as of now, in Philippines, in India, and Vietnam. In the Philippines, we have two offices. One is in Makati and one is Lapu-Lapu, Cebu City. Okay. The services, as I mentioned, that we are doing the Infor software license selling and implementation, customization and development, any kind of software we can develop. System health check, if you have already ERP available, we can provide you the best guidelines, we can provide you the best services on that how to improve, how to utilize your existing software using the using the automation, using the additional modules within the system. Apart from that, we do the software development, implementation, integration. Yes, we are into cloud business also, so we are part of Cloud Forces. So any software we would like to be put on the cloud, we can manage, we can provide the support services, we can arrange that you will go with the right cloud to protect your softwares. Okay, please. So from 2018 onward, we added this company which we are helping to the manufacturing, distribution, IT, and then logistics, so all type of industries we are helping, we are working, we are developing also. So if I say about Infor, so for the Infor is one of the largest international company which came from USA, and we are the prime partner to implement their system like Infor ERP LN, Infor ERP Sightline, Infor WMS, and Infor Dynamic Enterprise Modulars. Please. So in terms of IEminence has developed their own product to sell in the market, which will help you in the different kind of industries. Like we have a software we developed for the small scale industries who cannot afford to SAP, who cannot afford Microsoft. We have a software which can help them to manage day-to-day services. We have electronic proof of delivery, which you can see in Lazada, Shopee, or something, Food Panda and Grab. You can see the proof of delivery handheld devices, which software we are the one who is developing. We have an enterprise business solution for the hospitals and clinics. We have a software for the human capital management, which is completely HRIS and payroll system, which will help you to minimize your day-to-day activity, generate the payroll just a one click upon uploading the attendance. And then, yeah, so we are the partner. We are the partner with the multiple industries like FarEye, Infor, Globe, Lionsfield. Okay, for the Globe, just for the inform that in your mobile application, you can see the Globe app, which was developed by IEminence team on the requirement and guidance upon the Globe telecommunication. So I'll not take much more time. This is my company presentation. And then apart from that, I would just like to say that I am here to provide services to Ilocos Norte people to educate and train for the BPO sectors, for the IT sectors, for the call center sectors. We have a manpower company who provide the employment to help you to grow from the student to the employee, just like nurses, IT, BPO, and call center. We can automate your processes which you are doing day-to-day manual activity, and then I will request that please go to the IT, get the infrastructure, get the innovation technology services to help you improve your day-to-day life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Prasad. By now, everybody seems to be disliking me for the time check. We just have 2 more presentations, so we'll request your continued attention span. These are very interesting. So we have Mr. Tarun Datta. Technical and Key Account Manager for GNA Development Projects from Larsen & Toubro. Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Tarun Datta. I am representing Indian multinational organization which goes by the name Larsen & Toubro Limited. We are India's largest engineering conglomerate. We have a very diverse portfolio, so we are practically in all industries, be it nuclear power, be it renewable energy, be it construction, roads, highways, hydrocarbon. So name the industry and we've been contributing in that. Without taking much of your time, I will request for the corporate film to be played, which I think will give you a better flavor of who we are and what we do. Thank you for this opportunity, for being in your august presence, and look forward to further interactions with the people of Ilocos Norte. Thank you.
The future is closer than we think. Using digital technologies, we are implementing futuristic solutions to make quantum improvements across all our businesses, resulting in smart engineering, smart manufacturing, smart project management, smart infrastructure. Our proven global expertise in infotech, as well as technology services, enables us to solve complex business problems at the convergence of the physical and digital worlds, both internally and for major clients across the globe, including a large number of Fortune 500 companies. Disruptive technologies like the Internet of Things are changing the way we live and work. We are leveraging our rich engineering heritage with these new technologies to offer businesses worldwide services that enhance efficiency and productivity. By exploiting analytics for innovation, we are transforming the way these industries operate. Cities are the beating heart of the world's economy. Their speed and scale of expansion presents a choice: mega-city turmoil or an inviting urban environment. A smart city. A smart city involves the application of information-based systems for better governance and services. With expertise in both infrastructure and new-age technologies, L&T has the edge in implementing India's mission to make 100 cities resident-friendly and sustainable. Every day we help light up hundreds of villages and power businesses and industry. We provide a complete range of solutions for power plants, from concept to commissioning. Our heavy engineering facilities are among the largest and best equipped in the world. They fabricate complex large-size equipment for core industries and provide critical equipment for India's nuclear power plants. We're the only company with the capacity to build an entire nuclear power plant on its own. Nuclear fusion has the potential to replace every other source of energy. Larsen & Toubro is collaborating on a global project to build the world's first thermonuclear reactor in southern France, a potential step towards an abundance of energy that could power the planet for millions of years. Till such time alternative energy sources reach full maturity, hydrocarbons remain the principal source of the world's energy supply. Our presence spans the entire hydrocarbon value chain, from exploration to refining to erecting complete plants. Through products derived from hydrocarbons, we touch your life every day. In a myriad other ways, we are a recurring presence in your life, day after day. Moving you through airports built by us, over bridges, roads and intersections that we have constructed, through state-of-the-art metros that we have built. And as you arrive at your destination, an array of properties await you, built by us to the highest standards. Whether it is the tallest, longest, largest, we at L&T have built it. We apply technology to man's most precious resource, water. Our ability to build a world-class water infrastructure covers all aspects of treatment and conservation, including desalination. Strength is a prerequisite for peace. It has been a mission with us to secure your way of life by helping strengthen the country's defenses. Through intensive investment on research, we developed a system of systems capability, enabling us to build complete weapons platforms, including India's first nuclear submarine, a long-held dream. The Indian Navy looks to us for an entire range of weapon systems, and the land forces for diverse advanced weaponry. Given the trust built over decades of proven performance, we are well positioned to be the leaders in India's defense expansion. We have played our part in India's mission to the moon and its thrust to orbit Mars. For decades, we have made critical aerospace components for the country's space program. Through our technology leadership, we now have the capability to build complete launch systems to place satellites into orbit, opening up limitless possibilities for the future. Technology is pushing from every direction. The future doesn't belong to the faint-hearted. It belongs to the resolute. It belongs to those who strive, who seek, and do not yield. The future belongs to the brave.
Hello. Thank you very much, Mr. Data, for that ABP on manufacturing industry. And at this juncture, to talk about renewable energy, let's welcome on stage Mr. Shayantan Chatterjee, the treasurer of Thermax Philippines. Let's give him a warm applause.
Good afternoon, important dignitaries. Myself, Shayantan Chatterjee. I am from Thermax. Our company is mainly on energy and environment. We are into power plants, solar rooftop plants, ground-mounted solar power plants, water, sewage treatment plants, wastewater treatment. I'll just go through the slides. Can you move on? Next slide, please. We are a $1 billion company right now with spanning business over 90 countries worldwide with 16 manufacturing facilities worldwide right now. Next slide. This is, in 1966, we started at once in India and gradually we became Thermax Limited with the IPO. Next. If you see this picture, in the middle there is a factory where you need a raw material and to process the end product. We are into the utilities where you need power for electricity, where you need steam as boiler, where you need water for water treatment. Next. These are our core business and different verticals. You can see boiler cooling, we are into absorption cooling. We are the few companies in the world who provides absorption cooling. It's a zero electricity. If you visit Singapore, Gardens by the Bay, the entire refrigeration is done by our chiller. Even Paramount Pictures in worldwide, this is one of the flagship divisions of our company. Then we have water treatment. We are also into utility chemicals. We are into solar, waste to energy, and also we are into investment in energy rental portfolios where we come and invest and make our power plants, make our water treatments, and we charge the electricity in a nominal prices where it can benefit the society. Can we move to the next presentation too? So I wanted to show some installation pictures which will enlighten more on the solar. So if you can see, these are some solar installations across the world where we have done rooftop. This is this is Gale 5.7 megawatt. One of the the next slide is from Dalmar Mercedes. So if you can see in the middle, the solar power plant is there. Actually, this is the test circuits. After a Mercedes car is manufactured, it is run and tested in the circuit. So they came and told us, what do we use in the land that's in the middle? So we advise them for solar. And consequently, there is solar parking as well. So it's completely renewable power they are using, provided by Thermax. This is one of the leading conglomerate Mumbai port where there was problem with the space. So what we did is that we made cantilever structures across the bridge and put solar to power the port. This is one of our more instant textile company. This is Colgate Palmolive in Chennai. This is one of the pharmaceutical companies in India. Most of the pharmaceutical companies, whether it's Pfizer or Moderna, all the factories in India have our solar. We can proudly say we are adding value to the system as a green and reducing carbon emissions. This is our first installation in Philippines. This is located in Cebu, and it is manufacturing corrugated boxes. And these boxes are being delivered to Amazon, and all the Shopee and the boxes that you see in Philippines has been manufactured by one of these companies, Corbox Philippines. This is the repeat order that we got after the performance, 450 kilowatt. This is in Kenya. It's an edible oil manufacturer company, 1 megawatt rooftop. So I'll not take much of your time. I'll just move on to a video where you can see the potential of biomass, where the rice husk or the corn starch you can use to fit inside our boiler and generate electricity. So thank you so much. Please enjoy the video. Thank you so much.
Energy is optimally harnessed using the latest technology. It can be utilized as a free captive fuel to generate power. This is where Isabela Biomass Energy Corporation was formed. IBEC is a 100% Philippine-owned corporation, duly registered under the Securities and Exchange Commission. It was formed to generate, sell, and supply electricity through the exploration, development, and utilization of alternative or renewable sources of energy and technology. In 2013, IBEC searched for an EPC partner that will work hand in hand with the corporation in building a rice husk power plant. This structure will create energy from waste produced from 9,000 rice mills in the country. Our criteria in searching for an EPC partner are single point responsibility, cost and time to completion guarantee, risk-free financial investment, state-of-the-art technology, best-in-class engineering practices, experience in similar projects, and operations and maintenance experience. IBEC identified deliverables that needed to be extracted out from the project. It should use agricultural waste as fuel, which is economical to procure. It should use clean and efficient technologies to improve local environmental quality and promote sustainable use of natural resources. It must improve the overall management of landfills. It should be done in cooperation with customers and stakeholders through education and care. During the selection process, Thermax Limited from India became the top EPC partner due to the following reasons: extensive experience in biomass projects, recognition as the best biomass cogeneration plant of the year by Asian Power, combustion expertise across a wide range of 75 various types of biomass fuels, a dedicated team of project management, engineering professionals exclusively for its EPC business.
During evaluation of this project, they went around the world. They also came to Thermax to see the state-of-the-art manufacturing plant, and they found that Thermax is worth and more credible, mainly because of the O&M backup support and also the quality of manufacturing and the design.
Reliable power, boosting the local economy. The project is a step towards making the Philippines self-sufficient in power generation, using local resources while meeting the sustainability and environment goals under the aegis of Honorable Department of Energy Guidelines, while helping the local community to grow stronger and be self-sustainable.
Thank you, Mr. Shayantan. And I must say that I've been telling people to cut short, to be in time. Now it's my turn. But I promise you I have something different, which is definitely going to catch your interest. And I personally requested our Honorable Governor that he should not go till he sees my presentation. And so I'll try to make it short, but it's an interesting and different topic. and I'll try to keep you engaged. And after me, on the same topic, there'll be another gentleman who will close this, and after that we can go for Q&A. So we've spoken about business, trade, about everything to do with commercial benefits. But none of this is going to stay if we are not physically stable, right? And what we hear today is all about post-mortem. When someone's sick, we do something. When someone's not well, we provide the support. But I, as a very proud Indian, stand here and say that we hold the world's oldest medical healthcare system, which is a complete integrated system. It's called Ayurveda. Some of you might have heard about it. The documented evidences go 5,000 years, but it could be much older. Next slide. The word Ayurveda comes from Sanskrit, which Ayur means age, Veda means science. So this is actually the science of your life. How do you stay healthy, and how do you keep yourself not just physically healthy, but how do we remain spiritually and mentally healthy, because every physical health issue is a manifestation of your mental state of mind. If you can control that, you could control your body the way your mind wants it to live. Let's go next. So, do we really know who we are? We talk about my hands paining, I've got an issue in my leg, but who we are truly. So, Ayurveda has that answer. So basically what it says that first we are made up of Panch Bhut, that means 5 elements, what the universe is made up of. We are microcosm of the macrocosm. What we do here affects there, what happens there affects us. And those 5 elements, earth is me as my material human body, and then we've got space, the ether, and then we've got water, which could be a mucus, the cough in our body. Then we've got fire, which is all our hydrochloric acid, all the acids in our body. And then we've got air, the life force, what we call prana. Now, all of us, when we are born, we are not born in equilibrium with the cosmic world. If we were not to be born. So, because we have defects, we come here as mortal human beings. Now these defects are Vata, Pitta, Kapha. That means you could have imbalance of airflow, your prana. You could have imbalance of your water in your body. You could have an imbalance of the fire in your body. Can you go back? So, and you could be like a blend of Vata, Kapha, and they form different energy in our body. So a potential energy is by me and the water. So if you have lethargy, you have a cough disorder. That's how it functions. We can go back now. So, just go back to the main slide. Yeah, come next. Next. Then, that's about the material constituents. But we, as a human body, we are just not physical body. We are from gross to subtle. So, we've got 5 sheets of human body within us. Let's go to slide number 6. So here, the sheets of the body are the food body. When a child grows, for the 5 years, the maximum growth happens on your physical body. Then the next layer behind that is called the Manomay Kosh, which is our mind. And then comes the Pranmay Kosh, the energy body. So, you've heard in Chinese, those energy channels, the yin and the yang, and we say it in India as a nadis. And I must tell you that when you have your therapeutic massage here, it's very commonly used word is lamig, and you call it cold. Cold is nothing but your life force prana, which has not flown the way it should have been. It's stuck. If it is massaged well, you could burp, you could release it in any way. So that's our most important pranamay kosh. Then we have the Vigyanmay kosh, the intellectual body. And then comes the bliss body, the causal body, where we believe the soul is wrapped within that. When we grow, the logic of us being adult at 21 is because first 5 years, your physical body grows. Second 5 year, your pranmay, that life force which grows. So a child runs, he's made to do a lot of physical activity. When you go to from 10 to 15 is when you start doing simple maths, you should be doing basic, that's where your basic intelligence improves. And from 16, that's where you say make your child a friend. His intellectual development starts 16 to 20. And that's how when you become 21, you are considered now to be an adult who has learned all this, he's learned to live. How important it is for us now to take care of all of this. Let's go back. I'm rushing, trying to make it fast. Go back. So that, in the interest of time, while he gets to that slide, the third aspect is where Panch Pran. Pran means life. I don't know how many of you know, but when we breathe air, it's like an electrical junction. The electricity comes, there's a meter in your, out of your house, and then the same electricity goes in to make your ref cold, make your geyser warm. That's what the life force, when it goes through our nostrils, now takes different portfolios and junctions. The first 5 segregation is called 5 pranas. Can you go to that slide? And so the one pran which goes below, even your root chakra, it is meant to only go down, which is apan vayu, the last one. The next one is saman, that is only supposed to circle around your intestine and your all areas. The next one is vyan, which is like a human resource. It is continuously supplying to all your body. Then comes the pran, which is what leaves our body first. That is the solar plexus on your heart. And then Udan Vayu is what goes from here to here. People who can control Udan Vayu can levitate. People who distort Apan Vayu will have excretion problems. They will not be able to walk. So most of your ailments can be cured just by managing these kind of pran through various ways. Yoga and pranayam are one of the best exercises to do it. And you can see, it's too small maybe, I can share the PPT, how different organs of the body, you know which part of the body is affected, which pran is not doing well. I'll give a simple example of migraine. When your apan vayu, the air which is supposed to go down, goes anti-clockwise, and when it starts going up, you are hit by migraine. You can have tablets, but you have not cured your main problem. So what do? There is something called alternate breathing. And that's why you feel nauseatic, because it is polluting your intestinal air, everything else. So just an example how, by controlling this is based on quantum physics. You fix the base. You don't try to go and fix post-mortem. So these are all preventive. Let's move. And then we've heard so commonly called chakras. Go back to that first slide. Chakras are nothing, but we have endocrine glands in our body. When the prana, the life force goes, it activates every gland in our body. If you open a living human being, his every organ will palpitate. His every organ breathes. So it is consciousness meets matter, and that's chakra. If you can take control of that, you could take control of your life. And all our alternate healing practices like yoga, meditation, pranayam are all meant to address these issues, which could be preventive and give you control over your body. Now, what are the key players we need to take care? What does Ayurveda say? So one, chakras, we need to keep them safe. Every chakra, like your adrenal gland, kidney disorder is because of your chakra there. And I was talking to Ravi, who's going to be our next presentation, that while we help people in dialysis, but why not do something beforehand? So and then we've got our autonomic nervous system, which is taken care by breathing. In the interest of time, we'll move ahead. Let's go ahead. So these are the basic principles I won't read out. So basically it says your diet, your food, your lifestyle, you know, how we sleep. Sleep is considered important. And then, you know, yeah, the next one. And then our, some of these practices, what we do. Now we've got, the reason I'm showing this is we've not explored India for the immense wealth of knowledge we have about this. We'd also lost it for a while, but we are trying to regain it, and we are trying to promote tourism in a different way, medical tourism. We would love everyone from the Philippines to come visit our country and explore some of these. I know so many of my Filipino friends who've done it. And when I saw all the geography and the location here, I think your geography is beautiful to set up, maybe explore opportunities to bring in this kind of knowledge and help people, right? School children, housewives, how could we get certain practices which we could use them? So this will be probably our next, we'll think on those lines and how we'll come to you, how we can explore your region for something based on wellness. You could go ahead, just one more slide and then I'm done. This is some science behind, so next time. I'm very passionate about it, but I can medically and scientifically explain you what happens in our body when we do certain things. You know, how our entire, look at this vagus nerve, which controls, so vagus nerve is invoked by exhalation. When you exhale, you move into parasympathetic nervous system versus the fight or flight response system. And then your entire organ, you can see, can be fixed just by exhaling. Isn't it amazing, right? We'll talk more when we explore this further. Next. So we've got colleges, we've got amazing resorts and places, hospitals, which support a whole bunch of, therapeutic support. We must share more, and you must visit us more to know about it. Next one. And these are just random some names, but we'll be happy to engage for any prospects when it comes to preventive health care and bringing more of these alternate practices to, give us inner and integral wellness, and especially to young children who are growing, because we don't know what future lies in store, considering what we've seen in the pandemic and in the last few years. I hope I didn't bore you all. Thank you very much for listening to me. On this note, Michael, please.
Thank you very much, partner, Ms. Vera, for the pieces of medical information that you have shared to us. And at this point, the last speaker for this session, may we have Mr. Ravi Dixit, the Vice President of the International Operations of NephroPlus.
Hello everyone, my name is Ravi. I am here to represent NephroPlus, which is Asia's largest dialysis services company. We operate 350 dialysis centers across 5 countries. We have investments from IFC, which is a World Bank investment arm. Our founder is himself on dialysis from the last 25 years. I will be playing a video of a community outreach event which we do every 2 years in India. It's called Indian Dialysis Olympiad, and I'll talk about NephroPlus right after that. So this is a sports event that we conduct every 2 years in India, where we give a chance to everybody who's on dialysis to perform sports activities, participate in sports activities exactly the same way that any one of us can do. talking about dialysis. Dialysis is needed for people who have kidney failure. In the Philippines, as per the statistics provided by National Kidney Transplant Institute, every 1 hour there is one Filipino who develops kidney failure. So that means 120 Filipinos per million population per year lose their kidneys. This is Mr. Kamal. He is the founder of NephroPlus, and he himself is on dialysis from the last 25 years now.
कोई भी इंडिविजुअल, कोई भी इंसान एकदम नॉर्मल लाइफ जी सकता है। मैं खुद 25 साल के ऊपर डायलिसिस कर रहा हूँ, अभी भी डायलिसिस पे हूँ, लेकिन मैं एकदम नॉर्मल लाइफ जीता हूँ। मैं काम करता हूँ, आई ट्रैवल, मैं स्विमिंग करता हूँ, हर कुछ करता हूँ जो एक नॉर्मल इंसान करता है। इंडियन डायलिसिस ओलंपियाड हमारी ओर से एक प्रयास है कि यह मैसेज, यह संदेश आप सब तक पहुंच सके और आप सबके द्वारा दूसरों तक की पहुंच सके कि डायलिसिस पेशेंट्स को कॉम्प्रोमाइज जिंदगी जीने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। डायलिसिस ओलंपियाड एक प्रयास है कि आप सबको एक मौका दिया जाए कि आप अपने आप को आप पहले साबित कर सको कि हाँ, मैं खेल कूद कर सकता हूं, और उसके बाद सारी दुनिया को दिखा दो कि हमें भी जीतने का जज्बा है। विल टू विन इज द मोटो ऑफ दिस ओलंपियाड, जीतने का जज्बा। आप सब में जीतने का जज्बा है? और ज्यादा जोर से। वेरी गुड, थैंक यू वेरी मच, और आशा है आप सब यहां से मेडल जीत के जाएंगे। ऑल द बेस्ट, थैंक यू।
So I'll sum up what he was talking about in our national language in India. He was talking about the vision of NephroPlus. Vision of the founders is to enable people on dialysis across the world lead long, happy and productive lives. I mean, I'm sure you would have seen a lot of people in the country who have lost their kidneys. And the moment that happens, they start to believe that the life is over. What he was saying was, the life is not over, it's just starting in a very different way. And we can still continue to do everything that a normal person does. Now, in the country, we are already operating 13 dialysis centers from the last 3 years. We are in the process of setting up 50 dialysis centers in the next 2 years. And so we will be inviting interest in partnering with us from local distributors, local suppliers, to enable us to create a robust supply chain as and when we open dialysis centers in the far-flung areas and not just in Metro Manila. While we open these dialysis centers, we will also require a lot of manpower, a lot of nurses who can work with us. And so NephroPlus is a healthcare company which is always hiring. So if you know any nurses or if you know anyone who would like to make a career at NephroPlus or at a healthcare company like NephroPlus, you may ask them to reach out to me. Thank you.
Okay, at this juncture, we shall proceed to the next portion, which is the Q&A session. So this is now our opportunity to ask from our dear speakers any question or any concern that we have. Okay, I think we need some time for us to formulate first our questions. So if you have a question or concern, please raise them. Then you may pinpoint whoever will be answering your question. Sir, do we have a spare mic? Okay.
You can raise a hand if you have a question. We can come with the mic there. Looks like everybody's ready for dinner. The virtual one? Okay. So we can have since we've come to the end of this session, we would like to invite our first consular, Mr. Nishikant Singh, for Economic and Commerce, Embassy of India, Manila, to share his words of thanks. Sir.
A very good afternoon to all of you. So I'm here to express the vote of thanks on behalf of the Embassy of India in Manila. It has been very exciting to see a very active participation from Ilocos Norte, the people here in the India Business Road show. And I take this opportunity to extend my gratitude to a very dear friend, the Governor, who is here sitting right now, to the Vice Gov, to the two board members of Trade and Industry from the Ilocos Norte, and obviously to Ms. Soya and Mr. Jeff, who worked very closely with us. So to sum up, we'll have an IBF Board of Directors to give a concluding remark, but just to set the context, what we see this event as a start of a journey. It's not an end of a journey. So it's a start which we are making today. And the start, rather, I came to Ilocos Norte in December 21. And the Gov was very kind to meet me that time. And we had a series of interaction with him after that. And that time, this interaction paved our way to bring in our Indian friends, the Indian businesses, to Lawag city to see how beautiful this city is and how beautiful this province is. And they are actually amazed to see the beauty of this place. And this is a beginning of a friendship which we have started today. And it's going to last long, getting more deeper as it grows further. So maybe as the time grows, whatever I'm saying may stand as a testimony. But at this occasion, I would again like to convey my sincere gratitude to GovU for hosting us all here, for giving such a warm welcome to all of us, and to all our friends in Ilocos Norte, to all our friends here, a very, very thanks on behalf of the Embassy of India. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Singh, for that vote of thanks. And at this point, let's welcome on stage Mr. Tom Kashkera, the board member of India Business Forum Association of the Philippines Incorporated, for his concluding remarks.
Thank you so much. So from the seeds to the space, you name it and India can contribute to Philippines. Tama? We can, yes, we can. And I'm sure you all had a wonderful day. Very productive day knowing India and India businesses' contribution in the Philippines. And in fact, I'm very sure that this small step can further strengthen India and Philippines relation, particularly our friends in Ilocos Norte. So with this, I would like to first start with my sincere thanks to His Excellency Mr. Shambhu S. Kumaran for attending this event virtually. Also, thank you, Governor Matthew J. Marcos and Vice Governor. Thank you so much for supporting India Business Forum to make this event successful. Mr. Nishikant Singh, thank you so much. This would not have been possible without your support and guidance. So thank you so much for always your continuous support to India Business Forum. The board members here and the mayors who are all present here, the businessmen from the Ilocos Norte, all friends, media, partners, thank you so much for being here. With this, let me also thank you, all the friends who came all the way from Manila, our India Business Forum friends. Thank you so much. Tirelessly, they were working to make this successful. So thank you so much for always supporting India Business Forum. I think there's one more thing I would like to add on here. There have been a good amount of contribution and a support from India Business Forum today to the people of Ilocos Norte and to the government of Ilocos Norte. IBF has donated peso 2 million worth of medicine to the government here. These contribution of 2 million worth of medicine has been contributed by 3 pharma companies which are operating in India, which are operating in Philippines, sorry. A 3-wheeler motor has been contributed or donated by TVS, and also a 3-horsepower submersible pump, from Geo Pumps. So this is something great to know, and I think this also very clearly tells you the intentions of Indian businesses and their intentions to contribute and also engage further with the people of Ilocos Norte. So please be open to interact one-on-one. We are all here still, and till then we meet again. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much.